This show was first broadcast on Free FM 89.0 Hamilton, New Zealand's community access radio station. For more information on our station and the wide range of programs, visit freefm.org.nz.
This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network.
And now, #Radio NZ.
Welcome to #Radio. I'm Fid McAwesome.
I'm Chris McAwesome.
And I'm V8 Maddie.
And on this week's Uncultured Roundup of social media, web, tech and gaming, we've got a heap of new technology and devices that have been released this week.
Oh, I like new tech.
Yep. We'll be talking about that a bit later on. Facebook's added some new features.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yep. And plus we will have some gaming.
Some gaming's always good.
Yeah, yep. We actually had a conversation with someone yesterday, who said they listen to our show every week, but they always catch the end of the show. But that's fine because they just want to listen to Matt talk about gaming and give me crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, people enjoy me giving Fid a hard time.
I enjoy it. I won't
So
lie.
do I.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy you giving him crap. It's a nice change.
Yeah.
It just gives you a break, really.
Yeah.
One of the comments that was actually said was that it's funny hearing you two both gang up on me.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
High fives later, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
But before we get into everything else, we've got the news with Chris McAwesome.
Okay, so the news this week. Google, as we know it, is no more as Alphabet emerges.
Ooh.
Google, the search engine, will still exist, but is now owned by the new publicly traded company named Alphabet, starting this Monday.
Oh, this Monday coming.
Yeah. This Monday, it's officially Alphabet,
Yeah.
not Google. Except the search engine, which is still Google, just in case you were confused.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not now.
Yeah. So Google will now be a subsidiary of Alphabet officially.
Yes.
Yeah. So have they broken Android off on their own yet, or is that still part of Google?
I don't know. It's all part of Alphabet now.
Yeah, but they've broken away Google, and they've got Nest, which is separate, and they've got something else which is separate. But I think like Chrome and Android and all those things that were sort of Google branded are still under Google. So it's like 3 tiers instead of 2 now. It's weird.
Yeah, that hurt my head. Okay, #me.co.nz wasn't the only one this week to forget to register their domain name.
No.
Google.com was bought this week for $12 through Google's own domain service after the Google company forgot to re-register. Both companies have now rectified their domain registrations.
I thought this was quite cool when I read that story because we had an issue where, the website was down for an hour or so this week, L1. Due to my lapse of memory, and I forgot to renew our domain name. And I was like, that is such a rookie mistake. How could I do that? This is everything we do is on this website. How could I forget this?
Yeah,
And
this
you
is the sound
were
of nobody.
redeemed.
Yeah. But then to find out that the biggest website in the world,
Yeah, also forgot to.
it was like, well, I'm not the only one.
And they sold it through their own service as well.
Yeah,
It's
for
so funny.
$12.
To Sanmay Ved, a former Google employee.
Oh, was it? I didn't realise it was a Google employee.
That's correct. He did let them know, and everything was friendly.
Yeah.
No bad intentions. He got in touch with Google's security team about the flaw that had allowed him to actually purchase the domain.
Could you
That's so
imagine
funny.
how cool that would be, though, to add to your CV is...
Also owned.
Yeah, I owned Google.com
Yeah.
Yeah.
for half an hour.
PlayStation discontinuing support and production for PlayStation 3, according to news broken by thosegamers.com. PlayStation are yet to confirm after Mighty Ape put up a Facebook post stating the news.
Mighty Ape strikes again.
The post was quickly pulled, and now neither company are saying absolutely anything.
Yeah, we actually reached out to PlayStation,
Yep.
and they said we are not saying anything about this. As far as we're concerned, this isn't happening.
I thought that they'd had an update on the website where that story was, and that Sony New Zealand, or PlayStation New Zealand, confirmed they won't be bringing any more new consoles in.
And that's not really a surprise, is it?
No, not for PlayStation 3.
We're just about
2 years.
We're just about up to the 2-year anniversary of the new console.
Although they will be the first.
Yeah, and I think that's probably where the big news is on this, is the fact that PlayStation were the first to pull the trigger and say, we're not doing the PS3 anymore. So I imagine
Pull the
Microsoft...
trigger. I like that.
Yeah. GE is producing its own sci-fi podcast series.
What's
Ooh.
GE?
General Electric.
As in the...
The GE company.
Okay.
The finance company and
The
tech company and yeah.
cars and everything. In an effort to raise its profile amongst a younger tech-savvy audience, the series is named The Message. Is an 8-episode podcast that follows the decoding of a 70-year-old message from outer space. The cryptologists turn to a real ultrasound technology developed by GE to decode the message.
So they're taking the same format as Serial. So it's going to be like a serial show
8
in a
episodes.
podcast format.
Yeah.
Interesting way of marketing.
I'm surprised they've gone for a podcast.
I think it's because podcasting is growing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know it was podcast day?
For like a sci-fi, because that reminds me of, what was that? Back in the day, the radio show
Yeah.
became a film like years later. Huge. About aliens coming down.
Oh,
War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like we've gone back in time.
Yeah. Well,
that.
the most popular show, podcast in the world is Serial, or was Serial. And that is exactly that. It's one
sci-fi-
story.
a
No.
sci-fi
It's
series.
one story. It's a series.
So it's a fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's fiction based on reality, though. That's weird. It's quite a cool show.
LG is expecting mobile sales to improve this final quarter as the firm launches new devices. LG will be using high-end devices as well as new mid to low-tier products to boost its market share. The new v10 smartphone will begin sales in South Korea October 8th.
Yeah, and we'll have a bit of a chat about the V10 after the next break.
Facebook profiles have received a boost
Yeah.
with new features such as profile videos as profile pics and temporary profile versions. And those are pics that allows you to change your profile pic for a set amount of time and then revert back to the original.
I think that's pretty cool.
There's also a new one-line bio field, and testing has begun in the UK and California and will be rolling out across the globe shortly.
Yeah. So I think that's quite cool. Like, it's like if... You remember when they had the rainbow thing going on?
Yes.
For gay pride or whatever it was?
Yeah, well, that was Facebook's research.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.
But on that, you couldn't set it for a set amount of time.
No.
No, but it's cool if you say, okay, I want to acknowledge this, but I don't want to have a rainbow over my face for ever, so
Well,
I only
Facebook-
want to have that from here to here.
Yeah, Facebook. No, Facebook. Facebook actually said that that's what they were measuring.
Yeah.
Was seeing how long people were having that rainbow
Okay.
having
Yeah.
their own profile for.
I had it for 0 days.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you not get it? I didn't get it either.
Yeah.
I didn't do the rainbow.
I did. I jumped on the bandwagon.
rainbow.
I wasn't anti it or anything. I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I was just being lazy.
I do think the video thing's pretty cool, and you can do it right now if you've got iOS. If you're on an Apple device, you can set your video profile.
Consumer Gear VR, compatible with the Samsung Note 5 and S6 Up, will be selling in the US this November for $99 US dollars. Majority of games for VR are aimed at the younger audience, with confirmation that Minecraft will be joining the collection of games available. Lionsgate, the film company, and 20th Century Fox, Twitch, Facebook 360 videos, and Netflix are all available on the Gear VR.
And how much is it going to be retailing for?
$99 US.
So
So about
200.
$1 million in New Zealand.
Yeah,
So that starts this November in time for Christmas.
November.
No, I'm getting all my words mixed up.
You are.
And then 40 countries after it's released in the US.
Yeah, see,
I'm
I
thinking it'll
actually-
be before December as well.
I actually thought the Gear VR was already available here. It's a consumer product. I thought it was already a consumer product.
It's a developer
Yeah.
developed product.
So it's much the same as if you've got an Oculus now, it's a developer's one.
Yeah, it's not a consumer edition.
Yeah.
These are consumer editions.
Yeah, that's
Already
cool.
good to go.
So that's 3 different VR units that are going to be out next year as a consumer product
This year.
this year.
Gear is out this November.
Okay. Oh wow. So they're
In
going to.
time for Christmas. Were you listening?
So
Ears on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a bit of news. before we
Yay.
move on to anything else you've got to say. It was this week.
If it's okay, Carice, is
Yeah.
it all right? Is it okay? Can he talk?
Do we have to let him?
Just for a little bit.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, on the 30th of September, which was this week, the world celebrated International Podcast Day with podcasts all around the world helping to promote other people's podcasts.
Oh,
so
cool.
we were all sort of tweeting about podcasts that we enjoyed and supporting each other in this community that we've built up over the last few years.
It was podtastic.
It was podtastic. Yeah. And that was it.
Nice.
Very good.
Chris?
Back to you, Carice.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh,
Are
yeah?
you done?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would
Thanks
have
for
had a
coming.
chance to say that if somebody hadn't have interrupted, but yeah.
Oh,
So this is where you say,
And that's the news.
that's it.
Oh, wow. It's like amateur hour back here with Hashtag Radio. New Zealand Radio Award-winning team. I think Daylight Savings has really caught up with me this week.
Yeah.
I've just been absolutely shagged all week long. And today, just knackered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't handle it. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I like daylight savings.
I like it. It's just that change with getting up early
Oh, yeah.
for a week. Adjusting to it, you know?
Yeah, then you get to the weekend, you get to sort of reset and get back into.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Anyway, as you said, LG have released a new phone, and so have Google. Have released two. Yeah.
Ooh.
So we'll come back after the break and have a chat about those new devices as well as the other devices Google released this week.
Okay, then.
So first track this week is In This Moment.
That's the name of the band.
Okay.
In This Moment, and the
I've
song
never heard of these
is
guys.
the song is Sex Metal Barbie.
Do we have a theme this week?
No, I just
No.
picked a couple of songs.
You just thought that is a cool sounding name for a track.
Yeah, they're a pretty cool band.
All right, stick around. You're on Hashtag.
From foreign to homegrown films, as well as art house and the award winners, Lido Cinema has only the best. Enjoy the film selection with a glass of wine or a gourmet treat in a relaxed atmosphere. Lido Cinema has the complete cinematic package with that touch of class you deserve. Lido Cinema on the Balcony Centre Place or enter off Bryce Street. For session times, go to lidocinema.co.nz or contact the friendly Lido team on 838 9010.
Hashtag Radio NZ.
You're back with Hashtag Radio, and we're going to get on to a bit of tech stuff now.
Yeah, big week for new devices.
New devices, and life is good at LG.
Yeah, see, LG, we've always, I think I can speak for all of us when I say we've all liked...
No, that's dangerous.
Yeah, I know it is. but we've all liked the high-end LG devices.
Yes.
Yeah. True story.
Yeah, so last year was the
G3.
The G4 came out. We haven't had a hands-on with that, though. But
No.
from what I hear, amazing device. And the G3, we almost named that phone of the year.
We nearly did. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we go with in the end?
The Sony.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, and I think the only reason that came down to was the connectivity to the PS4 and the cool charging dock on the side was the only reason why we didn't.
Yeah, and I think the new Xperia's actually got rid of that charging dock on the side.
No way.
Yeah.
That was one of the coolest features, though.
I know. I bought the little dock. I've got one. Jen's got one.
Yeah.
It's cool. You set your phone on it. It charges.
But it turns into like a little clock by default, doesn't it? Or do you have to have a setting in there?
Yeah, you can just play the settings so you can have it basically look like a clock radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Anyway, LG. So they released the G4 earlier this year, and I think we all sort of thought that, okay, that's their high-end phone for the next 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
But they surprised us this week with the launch of the LG V10.
Oh, the V10.
The V10.
It sounds impressive.
Yeah, it's 2 numbers higher than a V8.
It is.
Yeah. So
give me one and I'll change my Twitter name to V10 Matty.
there you go, LG. I've actually reached out to them to see if we can get one of these to get hands on with, so hopefully watch this space.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it's an amazing phone. Like spec-wise, it outperforms a lot of the other devices. I won't even compare it to the Apple iPhone 6s Plus, which is the new 6s, the new big iPhone.
Yeah.
It just blows all of their stats away.
So tell me the
Literally-
stuff that's important. Like, how long is it going to last?
Okay, what do I say? Okay, nice big screen. The screen's actually probably comparable to the Note 5.
Sweet.
But nice big screen.
Better resolution.
Yeah, better resolution. Dimensions. It's wee bit bigger than the iPhone.
It's not an iPhone.
It runs Android Lollipop, which I found strange, considering they've just announced
Marshmallow. Yeah.
I think
yeah.
we'll waited a month.
A lot of the other new ones being announced are all riding the Marshmallow wave.
Yeah. So, but
What
it's,
makes Marshmallow better than Lollipop?
it's better battery efficiency, and it's got
Okay.
all the new Android features that aren't on anything else.
So how long is this phone going to last
Just
for?
like Jelly Bean, and then Kit Kat was better, and then Lollipop was better, and now Marshmallow's better. And
Brr.
Yeah.
what's N going to be?
16 megapixel
Nougat.
camera, 5 megapixel front facing.
16. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask front facing. Was
Yeah.
what? 5.
5. So it's exactly the same as the iPhone, the Note, and
I want
the
a
new
nicer
Sony.
front facing camera, not a 5 or a 2.
Yeah. 5.5's not bad.
5 is, what are we up to now?
I wouldn't
8
mind-
is the standard?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind picking that it's also got that cool laser focus technology that the G3 and the G4 had.
You're betting.
I'm betting. I don't have confirmation on that. I'm just sort of be cool. Because that was actually cool, that laser focus it had. 4 gig of RAM, but here's a really cool one. Up to 200 gigabyte of external storage.
200 gig?
You can expand it up to 200 gig.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing that's what you put on it.
No
In
idea.
music.
And it is a 3 milliamp hours of battery.
So normal standard battery time.
How much?
3,000.
3,000. Milliamp.
Yeah. So it's better than the
Milliamp
iPhone.
hours.
It's the same as the Galaxy Note, and it's not quite as good as the new Sony.
So it will last a couple of hours longer than your current phone will.
Yeah.
I'm really keen to get hands on with the new Sony Xperia Z5
Yeah, well,
Premium.
Why?
It's the other.
It looks ace.
It does look ace, but the only thing really in the premium is the fact it's a 5K, isn't it? Or 4K.
4K display.
Yeah. Which you're never going to notice.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's 4K.
You know
Don't you
that
hate it?
Sony make the cameras that Samsung and Apple use in their phones?
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. The LG make their screens?
Yep. It's such an ancestral business, eh?
Samsung
No.
makes the chips.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So we all hate each other, but we need each other.
Yeah, it's a love-hate thing.
Yeah. Now, the weird thing about this new device from LG is it's got 2 screens on the front.
2 screens on the front. So
Yeah.
it's got 2 little screens.
It's got one full screen,
Yeah.
which is the big display, but it's got a little screen next to the camera. Like a little...
Like a little LED display,
It's full
or is
colour.
it an actual screen?
Yeah, it's a full colour screen.
Oh, that's
so you
weird.
can access apps and stuff from the phone being turned off.
So it's almost a physical notification bar.
Yeah. Exactly. It's its
Wow.
own little notification bar. Or app launcher.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can be in
I
any
like the
app
sound of that.
and jump straight to another app. Interesting. I think it is just another gimmick, but it's a gimmick we haven't actually seen yet.
This is the Z10, V10.
V10.
Jeez, I'm getting confused with
Oh, no,
letters and
there's,
numbers.
yeah. Interesting device. It's going to be right up there price-wise. We have no confirmation of this price yet, though.
Do we have a release date for when it's going to be available here?
No release date at all. Like I said, reached out to LG. They only made the announcement yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, all we know is that it's selling in South Korea.
Yeah.
October 8th.
Yeah.
South Korea.
Yeah, that's where it starts. They always start.
Yeah,
there.
LG always starts at Korea. Same as Samsung.
Whatever happened to loyalty to this country here?
Yeah.
Yeah, New Zealand is such a huge
Well, we've got
market.
the iPhone 4. The iPhone first.
We did, yep.
Hmm.
By date, I suppose.
Yeah, by hours.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool that they did the big global launch there.
That's right.
It's unlike Apple.
To actually care about customers.
No, it's unlike Apple to do a global launch, because normally they go, all right, it'll be available in America here, then it's going to be available in England and
Yeah.
China, and then all you other people who have pennies can have it later.
Yeah. We'll allow you to pre-order it,
Yeah.
but we won't actually provide any stock. And when we do, we're not going to tell you how much or when.
Yeah. Also this week, the worst kept secret in tech was confirmed by Google.
Yeah.
With the release,
What was it?
with the announcement of the new Nexus phones.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the 5X, which is being developed with LG, and the 6P, which is being developed with Huawei.
6p.
Yeah, and I think they're both ugly phones.
That's funny because I was talking to those phones this morning and they were saying, we think that's pretty ugly.
The big thing that gets me is, you ever look at this picture here?
I'm looking at
On-
a picture, okay?
Yeah, on the smaller one, which is the 5X, it's got a sticky outy camera. Like, do you remember back in the day the HTC used to have it?
Yeah, it has a small mound on the back.
Yeah.
So you can hold it and gently rub it with your fingers.
Yeah, and the 6P has like a bar along the top for their camera, with the camera and all that is.
Yeah, and that's a sticky out bar as well.
Yeah, it's a sticky out bar.
Yep. Now, I grizzled about the was the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus having a sticky out camera.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah,
I was just trying to put it in the right
Samsung
order in my mind.
Galaxies. Yeah, I've lost it. Yep. That one. The big new edgy one.
Yeah, it's got a sticky out cameras. I don't like sticky out cameras.
Yeah.
I like my phones to have a flat surface.
See, I can understand a few years ago when
the technology wasn't there to make them small.
To make them flush.
Yeah.
But HTC, that was the biggest thing I hated about my HTC that I used to have.
Yeah.
Was it had a massively sticky outy camera.
There's the big yellow one.
No, that was Nokia.
Oh, that was the Nokia,
Yeah.
right.
When we first started this show, I had an HTC.
Okay.
It was a full metal one, and it had a sticky outy camera.
Full metal jacket.
But yeah, so interesting device. Like I said, developed by two completely different companies.
Uh-huh.
And I've got some comparison here of it next to everything else. So this is for the smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure I am talking about the smaller one first. All right, so here we go. 5.2 inches on the screen. Rear camera to 12.3 megapixel. What else there? 5 megapixel. Like, we're all standard specs, to be honest. What are we looking at? What does that mean? 1.55 pixels. I actually don't know what that means. But so we're looking at specs right now. Matt's trying to point at things to talk about.
I'm just pointing at stuff for Fid to see if he knows what they are.
Yeah. The cool feature is this is the first real Android phone to have the new USB-C charging dock.
Oh, it'll plug in either way around.
Yeah.
Port.
Yeah, the same one that Apple are using on their new MacBooks.
Aha. Well, that's good. That's good.
That is good. It's good because it's going to Google is saying, okay, we're committing to this. Hopefully everyone else will commit to it as well.
Yeah.
And then it'll become standard.
And then all of our USB things will be stuffed.
Yeah, it's kind of like Charger Gate with Apple, 3 years ago?
Yeah, going from the 30 pin to the Fire.
At some point, though, when there's a better technology, somebody has to make the leap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they both look like very Huawei designs, though, because they've got that fingerprint reader that they have on the back of theirs.
Yep.
Yeah. But the cool thing about this
is...
got
the button on the back, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a fingerprint reader.
But it's like a home button as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's coming out with Marshmallow, and they have said that all other Nexus devices next week will get the update to Marshmallow.
Yeah.
All the previous devices. So if you've got an older Nexus, you will get it.
LG's G3 and G4 are also getting Marshmallow updates.
What, from day one?
From very early on, yeah, I believe.
Well, hopefully Huawei get it too, then I'll get it. Since they're working very closely with each other.
I'm on Sony, so I'll get that about 2020.
Yeah. All right, what else did Google announce? New Chromecast.
Yeah, the new Chromecast is a round one.
Yeah, it's a round one, and it's in 3 pretty different colours.
And the audio one, isn't it?
Yeah. So they've got 2 Chromecasts now.
Yeah.
They've got the Chromecast 2, which is just an improved sort of design on the original Chromecast.
Does it feature anything different? I didn't actually get a chance to read the specs on that.
By the sounds of it, the only thing that's really different is that it's got better transmitters.
Okay. Better range?
Yeah, better range and all that sort of thing.
Is it going to have better speed as well? So will it do full HD?
I
1080p?
haven't seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're quietly hoping for.
I tell you what, I'll have a quick Google search for that. But as well as that, yeah, the audio one, which I do find to be a strange device.
Why?
Well, can't you just do... Because Spotify is going to be now available on the audio Chromecast and the video Chromecast. So why can't you just use the one Chromecast for both?
Are they going to be the same price?
Roughly.
Or is the audio one going to be a bit cheaper?
No, I think they're going to be roughly around the same price.
I don't know.
I'm just having a quick look. Okay, bugger that.
It's great radio, that is. Fid scrolling through pages on his laptop.
All right, and the other thing they announced was the Pixel C, and this was one that...
The Pixel C?
Yeah, they managed to keep this one quiet. So we knew the new... we assumed the new Nexus phones were coming. We assumed we were going to get a new Chromecast. But no one really knew about the Pixel C, which is their new tablet, which is taking on the Surface and the iPad.
Yes.
So this is a Google-branded...
Google's Pixel C tablet.
Yeah, so... Previously, the Pixel brand has been used for their own Chromebooks.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time it's been used for an Android device. So it's a high-end Android tablet with a keypad similar to the Surface and the new iPad.
Does it come with that keypad?
You have to pay more for it. Much like the Apple device and the
Yeah.
Surface. And I have read a hands-on review of it, and apparently...
Been looking at cars. They all come with wheels.
They do?
And steering wheel and everything. They include
everything that you would
I don't have to
assume.
pay extra for that.
Yeah. Yep. But technology...
Technology sucks.
So apparently it's not a great device.
Oh,
The reviews,
according to who?
The reviews, I've read about 3 or 4 different reviews on it, and
Yeah.
they've said it's just an Android tablet with a keyboard.
Yep, so it does nothing different to anything else.
Yeah, it may look
And that's
a wee
what
bit
I've
flashy.
been finding myself with tablets lately. They're all just doing the same thing.
So you had the new Galaxy Tab S or whatever it's called?
Yep.
Yeah. What did you think of that?
It was really nice. It was thin, it was light,
But-
easy to hold, but at the end of the day, function-wise,
It was an Android tablet.
it was just an Android tablet, did nothing different to any other tablets.
Yeah. And I find the same with the iPads as well. It's just an
Not
iPad.
that that's a bad thing.
It does what you expect out of the box.
Yeah, but there's no real wow factor to anything. It was
We're still managing to get surprised by
so
phone.
much lighter than my old iPad though.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could lay back and hold it in one hand and read
Yeah. And
without
not
it killing your
wrists.
arm. Yeah,
Well, no.
I'd
I'm not
need
going
to.
there.
I would hold it with 2 hands. Let's just clear things up here.
Yeah.
I was reading and I was holding it with 2 hands.
Yeah.
The tablet.
And they made a few other wee announcements, but I think the most important one here is that Android has just passed 4.1 billion active devices on Android.
Wow.
Whoa.
And that's active devices, so this isn't just devices out in the wild in the top
That's
drawer.
not the 7 dead ones in the kitchen drawer.
Yeah. This is active being used devices. 1.4 billion devices.
1.4 billion now.
Yeah.
That number's gone down
What
really
was it?
fast. You said 4 just before.
Okay, 1.4 billion. It's still an impressive amount.
It is.
Yeah.
It's 1.4 billion. That's still
Billions.
billions.
Or billion-ish.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, heap of devices.
That is a lot.
So yeah, I'm interested to see these Nexus devices. I don't know if they're both going to be available in New Zealand from stores. Previously, I think the only way you've been able to get Nexuses here were online.
Online, parallel import type things.
Yeah. They are taking pre-orders now for all these devices on the Nexus homepage, though.
Yeah. If you feel the need, you can get them.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time for a break because that was a lot of talk about specs and stats and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, welcome back.
Hey, thanks.
She's woken up.
Yeah, it was all those specs that made me fall asleep.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got some gaming to come back and talk about, as well as I discovered an app which concerns me.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll come back and have a chat about that. Next track coming up is Love Will Save Your Soul.
By Group Love.
You're on Hashtag.
Walking down the street, man, you so bold. Seeing your mom and dad, and that's so cold. Love will save your soul. I'm feeling so alone and growing old. Climb on up them stairs, man, you got sold. Lost my train of thought, and now I'm told. But love will save your soul. I'm feeling so alone and growing old.
Did you know the demand for blood never goes away and that there is no substitute for blood? New Zealand Blood Service needs blood every day to help Kiwis and is looking for new donors now. So, if you've never donated before or it's been a while since you've donated, they would love to see you. Book your appointment by calling 0800 44 8325 or go to nzblood.co.nz to check if you're eligible.
Hashtag Radio NZ.
That's right, you're back with Hashtag Radio, and Carissa's back with us. She's going to join in the conversation this time,
Okay.
because I just said so.
Where have you been?
Right here. Listening.
Listening.
She's been
Not commenting.
busy working away on her laptop there,
Yep.
planning to take over the world or something.
Yeah, that and posting what we've been talking about on to the website, hashtagme.co.nz.
Oh,
Nice plug.
Thank you.
nice work, Carisse. It's good to see someone doing some work for the website.
All right. So we've all heard of like Yelp and apps like that where you get to rate services or hotels or whatever, or like TripAdvisor where you put a rating on a service.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, a new app has been announced this week called People. Peeple. People.
People.
Which you rate people.
Okay.
So you're able to put a 5-star rating on somebody with a comment alongside saying what you think of that person.
I don't think this is going to last long.
I don't think this is a good thing. I think this is dangerous.
Okay, so do you remember when, back in the day, this is early days of Facebook, when Bebo was huge?
Yeah.
It was at,
Here, England and in Ireland, I
Yeah,
think the
so
only
you'd-
places where it was huge.
Yeah, so you'd get little quizzes or rating things sent out to you of actual people, whether you thought they were hot or not. That's kind of always continued. You kind of get
Well,
that
that's
on
how Facebook started.
Yeah, so you kind of get it still on Facebook. You get people who have gone and got profile pics, and that's actually how come the privacy changes happened.
Okay.
Just to prevent stuff like that, so people weren't being bullied. I think this is the same. It's just a continuation of that, just developed in an app form. I think only dicks are going to be.
Dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to be a dick to enjoy rating other people like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I couldn't even see myself bothering to take the time to do it. So who cares?
Do you know where it will probably do the most damage? Well, you're looking at your teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is a concern that I had was, is it going to be used for bullying? Because, I mean, teenagers take things to heart that are said on Facebook or on
So do adults.
whatever. Yeah, it depends on what's being said. But, like, they take this crap really seriously. Like, their world is...
Yeah, their
And they're
world's
fun.
in high school.
Yeah.
Their whole world revolves around high school.
Yeah.
And,
What people think about them is important.
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, and their counter is saying that, well, you have to use the Facebook Connect to sign up, and that's going to stop it from being anonymous. It's not going to stop people from bullying. I mean, bullying's been happening in the classroom for years, and I wasn't anonymous when I was calling Joe Bloggs a dick in the classroom.
Yeah, the only reason I'd get that app is to rate you poorly, Fid.
Yeah.
And then share that with my friends.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I'm not overly worried about it. It's just
It's one of those apps that I actually hope isn't successful and just dies slowly.
It will.
Yeah,
It will.
just fizzles out.
Everything else has, and it will come back in a few years as, I don't know, something else that we want to be doing.
There was a concern about a year ago with that Ask.fm app.
Yeah,
Yeah, which was people being able to anonymously say stuff to people,
yeah.
and that's died off.
Well, no, not really.
It's not as popular as it was a year ago.
No, I think it's just the circles you hang around in.
Oh, I'm not a teenage girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's debatable at times.
I'd be interested to hear what people think about this app, though, so give us a tweet at hashtag Radio NZ or jump on our Facebook, facebook.com/hashtag Radio NZ.
Gaming.
Gaming.
Gaming!
Lots of free stuff this month.
I was going to say, I've been playing a game.
You've been playing a game.
Yes.
Like
I only
a-
just started, though. Like, literally only just started.
On
You started today,
the
yeah?
PS4?
Last night.
Yeah.
Yes, PS4.
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 Tell me all about your PS4 game experience.
Destiny. The Taken.
King. Yeah.
Is that what I've been playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Destiny the Taken King.
Yeah, so I haven't actually played any Destiny
previously.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I don't even know how
no
many games.
predestination going on.
I don't know if there was one game or several games beforehand.
Yeah.
I actually don't know anything about Destiny.
Yeah.
Well, you're ahead of me because I've not played any Destiny.
Yeah, the only Destiny playing I've had was when the game first came out. I downloaded the demo and played it for a wee bit and never really got into it. I'm not into that style of game.
I'm kind of liking it so far.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me a little bit of now the game's gone out of my head.
What, Halo?
Yes.
Probably because it's developed by the same people that invented Halo.
Oh, okay.
They don't-
Well, that
they don't own
explains
it
a lot.
anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it Halo? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's Halo that it reminds me of. Very kind of similar. But then again, I've only literally just started. I haven't really got into the storyline.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause you've
still
had-
learning how to shoot.
You've had friends asking you to start play it because they play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I must be able to go. I'm guessing I can go.
So you can create yourself a rad-ass character and cruise around the universe.
And join their squad.
Okay.
There is a proper term, I don't know what it is. See, this is how much Destiny I play. We're going to get lined up and shot for being gamers that know nothing about Destiny.
I know, right? We do a gaming podcast
I'll
and
do
we don't know
little-
Destiny.
I'll do little posts as I start going through on
Yeah.
#me.co.nz.
If someone wants to send me a copy of Destiny, I'll have a go at it.
Is Destiny available on the Xbox as well?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, this is how much I don't know about it. 'Cause I only assumed that it was available on the PlayStation. I thought it was an exclusive.
I don't know. It's probably on
then-
PC though, isn't it?
Once again, you can tweet us at #RadioNZ to complain about our lack of knowledge on Destiny.
Yeah, but then I've been really stuck in Until Dawn world.
Yeah. So we did another run through of that last night with a friend.
Yeah. Made her finish her game so we
Yeah.
could see what her ending was.
And it was completely different
Yeah.
than ours. I still
Ooh.
love that game. It's got so much replay value.
Awesome news, that is. I'm so pleased. Microsoft have bought up the company behind Halo and Call of Duty's game physics.
Ah, yes, I read this.
Havoc, the Irish-based company, I think. I think they're based in Ireland. Did I read that somewhere? I don't know.
It's a company.
Intel bought them back in 2007 and have now been acquired by Microsoft. So that means Microsoft have more stuff.
Well, it also means Microsoft now has a finger in almost every single 3D game that would have any element of physics in it, because Havoc is used across numerous games.
Yeah, so Havoc licenses their technology to game makers from all...
Chances are, if you've
Areas
played a
of
game
game.
that includes some form of 3D physics, it's
Yeah.
it's had Havoc involved in it.
Yeah, so Havoc, like I said at the start, they're Halo and Call of Duty. They also did the movie special effects for the Matrix movies
Oh, wow.
and Troy.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So yeah, they do a lot of stuff. And moving forward with DirectX 12, it's going to mean cool things for gaming.
Awesome.
So there's a bit of news.
Microsoft slowly dominating the world again.
That's right. Xbox games with gold, free games for October 2015. Xbox One kicks off with Valiant Hearts, The Great War.
That is a good game.
That is a good game. You've heard it here officially from Thid McAwesome.
Yeah, we got that on the PS4 a few months ago, and yeah, a great game. Highly
Cool.
recommend playing it.
Very good. From the middle of the month on, we will also be getting The Walking Dead.
And that I haven't played myself, but I have not heard a bad thing about it. This is a Telltale Games one?
Yeah, the official
Yeah.
Walking Dead game. Xbox 360 is getting Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes.
Another good game. We had that on PlayStation.
And then The Walking Dead.
Oh, is that going to be on 360 as well?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So, Xbox One getting closer to having all the backwards compatibility.
Yep.
So they were touting, oh, look, you're going to get twice as many free games on Xbox One now. But no, they're releasing ones that were already out on Xbox One
Yeah.
for the 360.
So we're going to give you the 360 version and the PS1 version. So you have the choice of playing the nice high-res one or the lesser
or
res
the
one.
lesser reser. So I'm feeling a little bit ripped off there. What are your thoughts, Cruz?
I was going to say I have no thoughts.
I have no thoughts.
I
Yeah.
have no thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty cool.
I thought I could hear crickets chirping.
Is it all the free games for them?
Yeah, that's 2 each.
Yep.
2 for Xbox One and 2 for Xbox 360.
Well, PlayStation have their announcement as well of their free games, and I think it's safe to say this is the worst lineup of free games from PlayStation since the PS4 has been released.
Okay.
And it's being made very, very noticeable through the comment sections online.
We were just scrolling through the comments on the
Never read
official.
the comments.
Oh, I was curious this time, but I was reading the comments on the official PlayStation blog.
Yeah.
And usually in this case, you'd get a few people whinging because they're gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, those look like crappy games. What does everyone else think?
Yeah, and
Oh
then-
my god.
But
Yeah.
then you'll have a couple of other people that'll say, no, that game's good, But this case it's pretty much mutual agreement with everybody. This is the
But
crappy.
these are free games.
But there's...
Yeah, quit your moaning.
Yeah.
Jeez, your free games,
Okay,
man.
let me tell you about these games.
Yeah.
These games are Super Meat Boy on the PS4 and the PS Vita.
Is it R18?
No.
Super
It's such a
Meat
shame.
Boy looks like a really cool game. I remember we talked about that when we met. Did we meet the guys behind that?
Possibly.
I can't remember.
Okay.
But Super Meat Boy, it looked like a really cool, fun game.
Is
Nice
it not?
indie title.
I think the biggest thing is with these titles is we haven't had a really good AAA title, even a re-release of a AAA title on PS4 for a long time as a freebie.
Xbox gets a lot of them.
Yeah, Xbox does get a lot of them. I mean, you guys are getting 2 this month.
Mm.
Yeah,
Super Meat Boy.
yeah. Broken Age on the
He looks a
PS4.
bit like Meatwad
Mm.
from
Yeah, he does.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Mm. So yeah, Broken Age on the PS4 and the PS Vita will be available.
Broken Age. Is that swords and stuff?
Yeah, something
Sounds
like
like swords, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Unmechanical Extended Edition on the PS4 and the PS3.
The hell is that?
Exactly.
Unmechanical Extended?
Yep. Chariot on the PS3, Kickbeat on the PS3 and the PS Vita, and Kung Fu Rabbit on the PS3 and the PS Vita.
Kung Fu Rabbit sounds promising.
It
It's
does
not.
actually.
It's a pixelated game. A lot of these games are independent games made by people, and it's honestly, you could take one game
Mm.
and next month just change out the characters. I've read that in the comments too.
Broken Age is quite a good title.
It's not a great title though.
It got a 9 out of 10 on Steam.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and a 7 out of 10 from GameSpot. But Broken Age was that guy who created
Grim Fandango?
Yeah, it was his first game back.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I did not know that. And Grim Fandango is like one of the LucasArts greats.
Yes, I've heard of it.
So Broken Age isn't a game to knock. I wouldn't be going on to the
like I said,
PlayStation
I
complaining because I don't know what it is.
I think, to be honest, the big thing is that we just haven't had the AAA titles
Yeah.
like Xbox have
Jump
been
on the
getting.
comments
Yeah.
there and have a moan. Oh, you guys suck giving us stuff for free. I hate you. Stop giving us free stuff. We don't want it.
Be interesting to see if the free games continue for the PS3 though.
Yeah.
Well, I have-
I imagine that the support as far as that goes will continue for a while yet.
Yeah, I mean they'll keep Xbox alive. I mean Xbox Live, PlayStation Network open for a bit longer, I assume as well. But at some stage, they're going to have to cut it off like they did with the previous generation.
Yep. And then all the people that were like, we can play online games for free. We don't have to have a subscription. They'll be sitting there by themselves, ordering guns online.
So what have you been playing lately?
I got the car pass and the VIP pass for Forza
you got
Motorsport
that?
6.
Yes.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Now I've got more cars. Same game, more cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does this make it cooler?
It makes me cooler
Yeah.
because I've got more cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't really done much gaming this week, to
Yep.
be honest. I've been pretty busy with a new job and stuff, and daylight savings making me feel tired and retarded, so
Yeah.
haven't done a lot.
The only day I planned to play games was on Thursday. I was home alone. Chris McAwesome was away.
Yeah, and
The kids
Tauranga.
were away.
Yeah.
And I thought, perfect opportunity, uninterrupted gameplay. Do you know what? I might give Destiny a go. I've never played it. I chucked in Destiny, 7.7 gig download.
Ugh.
Oh, so you got it ready for me.
Yes,
So
So I
prepared
never
for you.
actually got to play it,
Yeah, I was wondering, I went, oh wow, I put
Good
the disc in,
husband.
and it worked.
and it worked. I was like, wow, that wasn't much of a download. That was
You-
great.
You owe him some loving later.
yeah, totally.
7.6 gig or something.
That was crazy.
So if I told you about my Fitbit,
What about your Fitbit? You have a Fitbit?
Is
Yeah.
it waterproof?
yeah, yes. Oh, it's not waterproof. It's water resistant.
Okay.
Oh, you got to be thing on there. Anyway, so I've been competing with people all over the globe and here in New Zealand.
All over the globe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I get my ass like handed to me
Yes.
in that one.
No, what was you were second to last on 1 week, eh?
Yeah.
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 So
But I
this is
came-
just for the number of steps you've taken.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But in New Zealand, I'm coming second in my little crew.
Your little crew.
Yeah. But
Jen's doing the same with hers.
Yeah.
She's got a little crew that she's involved with.
yeah.
You added a new level of geekery to your workout though this
Yeah,
week.
because these competitions are only going to entertain me for so long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've kind of stepped up to help me encourage myself to
Yes.
get out and do more
To
walking.
motivate yourself.
Motivate me, yes.
Yes.
I've added another.
Fitspo. Hashtag Fitspo.
Yeah, I've added another layer of geekery,
Yeah.
and I've started playing Ingress, the mobile.
How do you
phone
spell
game.
it?
INGRESS.
Oh, Ingress.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the game that was developed by Google and I can't remember the other company.
Yeah.
And the other company.
So I've got to walk around because you have to walk in this game to get to all these portals, capture them for your team,
So is it
attack the enemy's portals.
GPS-based game?
Yeah, GPS-based game.
Okay.
And
And what if you were walking like around Hamilton and the portal was in the middle of the lake? How would you get to it?
well, you've got a
Boat.
little area, but it's not. It's,
Boat.
the portals will never show up in a place where you can't access.
Okay.
And you have a photo so that you can recognise what the portal looks like.
Oh, you're cool.
So we went out for a walk the other day and how many steps did we clock up that night?
I was close to 18,000 by the end of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
18,000
Look.
steps because I was playing Ingress.
That sounds like a lot of steps.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, it is.
And then
Good.
I've got a couple of portals
The-
at work as well.
The
I don't
average-
have one of these. I don't have any devices that count steps.
You're fine.
Your phone should do it.
Your phone should
Count
do it.
steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Oh.
set it up so
Do I just need to get an app?
it should be built in. There's Google have got Google Health, Google Fitness.
Oh, see,
yeah.
anything that says health or fitness, I just delete.
But yeah, so the
I hide those deep in the recesses of the app drawer.
Yeah.
Yes.
the average steps most people get in a day is 5,000.
Okay.
So that
I always thought 10,000 was a daily target.
That's
10
the
hours the
goal.
target. That's what most people should try and get.
10,000, yeah.
Okay.
You want to try and get 10,000. You want to double your steps.
Because I would have been doing that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you walk to work and back. Well, used to.
I used to until this week, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
might wind up with a push bike for
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
but because I've been playing Ingress, I've been getting more steps.
Ingress? Are you saying Ingress or is it Ingress?
Ingress?
I thought it was Ingress.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just saying Ingress. Anyway, I've been playing that, and with my Fitbit, I've been, topping those charts, baby.
Nailing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailing it.
But do you find it's encouraging you more by gamifying your exercise?
Yes.
So, like, the whole idea once upon a time of we said, we're going to go to the gym.
No.
Not gonna
Even
happen.
if you said that to me now, it's
Yeah.
still a no.
Yeah. But if I just randomly said to you, hey, babe, we should go for a walk.
Yes, because there's portals on the way.
Yeah, well, no. But
Portals on the way.
once upon a time, if I'd said that to you, where we're going, just going for a walk. Why?
Crikey. Next thing you'll be looking for Pokemons. Gotta catch them all.
Well,
Well,
that's the next one that's coming out.
Oh, no.
yeah, Ingress are developing a game along with Nintendo, or the Pokemon Company, which is a Nintendo
I should be
subsidiary.
in their marketing team coming up with these wonderful ideas.
Yeah.
And they're going to have it so you can walk around finding Pokemon.
Yeah. Cool,
Got to
eh?
catch them all.
Yeah. Me and my boys were so excited.
Yeah. So you've got Ingress on our youngest boy's tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's playing.
Yes,
Yeah, so he comes for walks with me.
Yeah.
that's good. That's a nice thing to do,
Yeah.
especially with daylight savings now, and
Yes, exactly.
you can come home from work and you've still got time to go out for a bit of a walk and feel safe.
Yeah, well, I've been going out at night.
Yeah. What time did we go for that walk the other night? Would have been
10
about
o'clock.
10 o'clock. Yeah. Got home at about 11:30.
Got home about 11:30. Look, we found some TVs on our walk.
Yeah.
Oh, that hit a nerve, didn't it?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So that's been my gaming experience this week.
Awesome. So you've been doing a bunch of gaming and walking. I've been doing bugger all.
Yeah.
What have you been playing, Fit?
I have been playing something.
He downloaded Destiny for me.
Oh, we went to XONZ
We did last week.
last weekend,
Yes.
and we played some cool games there.
Yeah, unreleased games.
That's right. Oh, and at the moment, the Rainbow Six Siege beta is happening.
Is it happening right now?
Yeah, it's been going all week.
So you had access to that too, eh?
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to log in and play it, but
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah. Play it. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. Fella at work's been playing, though. He's been enjoying it.
See, when we played that at XONZ, I actually really enjoyed that game. It takes you a while to get used to it because it is a completely different concept
A team effort.
it's a team-based first-person shooter.
Yeah, it's a full-on team effort, too.
Yeah. And you have to work with your team.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a lot of communication involved so that you can cover each other's backs. And
One game that we did play last week that did not disappoint. I am so glad. I was really excited when it was announced and we played it, and it is just as cool as I expected, was Lego Dimensions.
I'm glad you didn't say Halo 5,
No.
because we played that too.
And that was a bit of a disappointment.
Was it?
Oh, well, yes and no. I'm
was
not
Halo
a big
again.
Halo fan, to
I
be
think
fair.
that's it. It was if you're a big Halo fan, you'd probably love it because it is Halo again.
Yeah. You're just going to love it because it's Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon it's dangerous when you start relying purely on the brand. On the brand name.
Well, I mean,
sell your
it
title.
was a nice game. It was fun.
But didn't get you addicted.
Didn't get me addicted to it, no.
And we did get to see the most anticipated game of the year, Fallout 4.
Ooh.
Got
We
to
didn't
see
get to
it.
play. There was no
okay.
hands-on with that one, though, because the company that make it didn't want to come over from America because it was too close to launch date. They didn't
Yeah.
want to.
Fair enough.
So we didn't get to play that.
Yeah.
So you just had to watch it on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some trailers and
But-
bits and pieces.
No.
We'll have a chat about that on the next Gamecast.
We will.
Yeah. And that's us for this week.
In order.
See you.
#me.co.nz.
For more episodes of this community access radio show, please visit freefm.org.nz.
Thanks to New Zealand On Air for making this podcast possible through funding the Access Internet Radio project.